Prime Time Local News, serving the Lakeland and Midwest regions.
Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Prime Time Local News. Connor Chan and Elise Darwish here to wrap up the week for you. Lots on the go today, including our pet winner, which we're getting to in just under an hour now as we find out who's the lucky winner, as well as our question of the day with St. Patrick's Day coming up. We asked you, what do you do to celebrate St. Patrick's Day?
I used to celebrate it a little more, but now it depends. If it ends on a weekend, I'll go out and celebrate, but if it ends up during the week or like this year on a Sunday, it's kind of odd time to celebrate.
I feel like it's going to be today and tomorrow that the people
if people are really going to go out and celebrate, it'll be Friday, Saturday for sure.
Exactly. Well, we'll read some of those comments later on and get some more, and we'll have all that and more coming up later. But right now, let's head over to Brett Holden, who's on location.
Well, today we are here at the Lloyd Exhibition Grounds as we are here at the setup for the Family Expo. Behind me, we have a little bit of a photo booth, and we'll be talking to Pam, one of the organizers of the Family Expo, about what exactly is going on behind us, as well as some of the shows that they will be having and some of the new vendors as well. So there's going to be a lot for everyone, and we will be expanding a little more on that during this hour and tonight's broadcast. But for now, let's head back into the studio where Elise has a look at your local news.
Members of the local Muslim community are mourning after the mosque attack in New Zealand that claimed nearly 50 lives. Muhammad Anwar Mangala spoke today condemning the actions that took place in New Zealand.
This is like really shocking, and what we promote here is we always promote peace, and we always do different open houses, bring people here and tell us like we are a peaceful religion, and Islam literally it means peace itself.
Mangala also added that Lloydminster residences have been accepting towards the Muslim community.
As a whole, Lloydminster is a wonderful place, and we do get a lot of support whenever such acts anywhere in the world happen. They do support us, and we are, even the authorities here, they come and they talk to us and they provide their support here as well.
Mangala encourages anyone that wishes to learn more about the Muslim religion to come by the mosque anytime. And as of today, traveling on RM of Wilton municipal roads will be permitted at Wilton Primary Weight. In Saskatchewan, there is a restricted weight that truck drivers must follow when driving on the rural municipal roads.
The guidelines are all on our website. We go to different levels. Being primary is an advanced weight hauling system, and then at 85% it goes to secondary, which is still normal RM weights.
The restrictions are set to ensure that the rural roads don't get damaged by the weight of trucks.
They're set for drivers because roads in rural municipalities are only designed for secondary weight capability. And if they're not prepared for the extra weight and they haul primary, the roads will be destroyed.
The full list of weights and guidelines are available at rmwilton.ca/p/notice. And on Monday, City Council approved more than $81,000 in community grants through the Saskatchewan Lotteries grant. The grant program assists in the development of sport, culture, and recreation programs by providing funds to nonprofit community organizations operated by volunteers.
The city receives the funding from Saskatchewan Lotteries, and then our FCSS Advisory Committee makes recommendations to Council on how those funds can be invested in the community.
Lloydminster Special Olympics, the Lloydminster Native Friendship Center, and the Lloyd and Area Brain Injury Society are just 3 of the 12 grant recipients. The recipients are chosen through the FCSS and reviews the applicants from the organizations and determine if the organization meets a certain criteria.
The FCSS Advisory Committee receives the applications from organizations and reviews them based on the impact of the programs, the populations that will be affected, whether or not they are for vulnerable populations, and some other criteria, and then makes a recommendation to Council on how the funding would or could be divided up.
If you're a nonprofit organization looking to apply for funding through the City of Lloydminster, you can head to lloydminster.ca/grants. And earlier this month, the Lloydminster Community Youth Centre received a donation from the 100 Men Lloydminster. The centre received a $3,700 donation from the March meetings, and they presented to the group about their hot meal program, which ended up helping them get the donation.
The Lloydminster Community Youth Centre is actually 100% fundraised, so we rely completely on donations and fundraising dollars. So when we do receive money such as the donation from 100 Men, it goes a long way for us to be able to help support the youth in the community.
With the donation, they are glad that they're being recognized for their hard work.
Sometimes we're so busy doing the work that we sometimes don't realize, that the community does, recognize what we do. I mean, we're wonderfully supported in the community, so we know that people care about the work that we do, but it is always nice to get that formal recognition through a donation.
The 100 Men Lloydminster has donated over $100,000 to non-for-profits around Lloydminster. And one local company is celebrating a monumental birthday today.
It's hard to believe that it's 20 years.
The hair studio has been a staple on 50th Street for 20 years, and now this one they're happy to celebrate.
We found this old decrepit building downtown and decided to renovate it. And I wanted a small studio. I wanted it to feel like home for people. Decorating, I wanted a place that I could come to work and feel really good about it, and I thought if I feel good about it, hopefully my staff will feel good about it, and hopefully the clients will love it, and they do.
Roper says that throughout the hair studio's 20 years, one of her favorite memories is the family atmosphere.
I've been really fortunate to have some incredible staff over the years. I haven't had a lot of change of staff, for sure there is some, but the people have been really incredible for me, and the growth has been phenomenal. Teaching these younger girls coming up and mentoring them has been lovely, because I needed that when I was young, and that's what I wanted to do for them.
The hair studio celebrated with a custom cake made by Butter Me Up Cakes. And now we're going to go to Brett Holden, who's on location today.
Well, we're here down at the Lloyd X today, and we're joined now by Pam, who is kind of running the Family Expo here. You have a whole bunch of titles, but let's talk about your title for just organizer of this now. So let's talk about the vendors.
The vendors are a backbone of this event, because without their support we wouldn't be able to offer all the activities and stuff for free to the public once they get through the door. So they really are a key component, and we've got several that come back every year, such as Sellers RV, Midwest Family Furniture, and then we've got some new ones this year that we're really excited about, and those are the Biz Kids. So we've got 3 different youthpreneurs, I'm calling them, that are coming that have went through the Biz Kid program. So if you've got questions about whether or not that maybe would be something fun for your child to do, by all means stop and ask them. But they've also got very established businesses that we're really excited to feature this year.
So how does something like that kind of come together, especially with a new a vendor coming in and seeing just kind of the excitement for them coming in too?
Well, it's exciting because everybody brings with them their own different twists. So whether that's an activity or a new level of excitement, because sometimes, let's face it, if we've done the same thing for a few years, we just get complacent. So it's always fun to add that new energy. And with these guys, the youth, they're able to reach a different demographic than what we do and relate on different levels. So it's really fun to be able to include them.
Absolutely. We'll have a little bit more coming up from here at the Lloyd X, and we're here for the setup of the Family Expo happening this weekend at the Lloyd X. But for now, let's head back into the studio.
All right, thanks very much, Brett. Take a look at your current temperature right now. 1 degree outside with mostly cloudy skies and a bit of sunshine as the sun is starting to get down to the wire very soon here. With that wind chill, though, does feel a little bit more like -3 degrees. Take a look at some records for this time of year. 9 degrees was our warmest day back in 1992, and -28 was our coldest day back in 1997. As we take a look at the satellite radar map, bit of cloud coverage coming in mainly in that Edmonton and Marwayne, Vegreville areas, and then, of course, upper north in the Cold Lake, Pearson areas. We're not expecting any major cloud coverage. Maybe just a bit of clouds over the next couple of days, but then of course as we head on later in the week, which we'll showcase later on in the 7-day forecast, it's going to be mostly sunny skies and no cloud coverage there. No watches or warnings to share with you, as we have had gorgeous weather over the course of the past couple of days. Take a look at some other current temperatures right now. 6 degrees right now in Athabasca and in Edmonton, 4 out in Edson, 5 for Whitecourt and Jasper, 6 also out in Rocky Mountain House, 2 degrees out in Red Deer. Heading out east, 0 degrees out in Meadow Lake, -2 in Prince Albert. Excalibur, -5 in Melfort, and 1 degree in Saskatoon, and 2 degrees out in North Battleford. As we head a little more in depth to our regional temperatures right now, -11 overnight in North Battleford with mostly clear skies. 1 degree is going to be the daytime high tomorrow with all sunshine rather, with the winds that are coming in from the west at 11 kilometers an hour. Cold Lake -10 degrees overnight with clear skies, and then gets to a daytime high of 4 degrees with a bit of wind still, so it might drop down. It might feel a little bit cooler than that, more like 2 or 1 degree. Take a look at Lloydminster, -9 overnight with a few clouds. 1 degree tomorrow as their daytime high, with winds coming in from the west at 13 kilometers an hour. Take a look at the next 3 days. So -9 will start off Saturday morning, and then of course gets to that 1 degree of all sunshine there. -10 on Sunday with a start off in the morning, then gets up to 2 degrees with mostly cloudy skies and a little bit of sunshine. -4 on Monday morning, and then gets warm to 4 degrees with sunny skies and a bit of cloud coverage there with decent winds coming in from that west-southwest. So it's still going to be warm, but of course the winds are going to make it feel a little bit cooler than it actually is. Nonetheless, we'll take the warm weather over very cold temperatures, but we'll have more primetime local news coming up after the break.
Taking a look at your local sports now, the Holy Rosary Raiders women's basketball team advanced to the 3A provincial quarterfinals yesterday morning, but had a tough draw with the top-ranked WR Myers. The Raiders were quickly overwhelmed by Myers' offense en route to an 89-57 loss. This afternoon, they faced off against the Morinville Wolves, losing 52-31, finishing in a tie for 7th place. And Lakeland College's futsal squads began play at the ACAC Championship in Lethbridge this morning. Both teams had identical tough starts to the tournament, dropping behind 5-0 before scoring 2 late goals to finish with a 5-2 loss. The women are currently in action against the Ambrose Lions, while the men don't play until 12:30 tomorrow against the Kings Eagles. All games are available online at ACAC TV. And the Rustlers men's curling team won their CCAA tournament opener against the Feng Shui 5-3 this morning, and they're currently playing the Nate Ooks, which can be watched online via CBC Sports. And that's your sports news, and we're going to go to Brett Holden, who is on location today.
Well, we're back here at the Lloyd X, and we're here for the setup of the Family Expo, and Pam joins us once again. We're talking about shows now, so let's talk about some of the shows you have on.
So we've got the Ernestine Hat Pins is back, which is a singing and dancing, really fun and interactive with the kids. Then new this year, we've got the Joe Show, and he'll be doing 2 different stage performances, one on the Royals, one on Joe and the Jungle, so that's going to be fun. He's also doing roaming entertainment. We've got the PJ Masks that you can go get your pictures taken with as far as meet and greets. There's story time with Heather Clegus. We give away copies of that book. On Sunday, we have the Baby Crawl, which is really fun to watch. And then we've also got a baby wearing demo that's happening on Saturday. So lots of different stuff.
A baby wearing demo?
Baby wearing demo. So sometimes your baby, as all of us moms know, they get a little too heavy to carry in a traditional manner. So these have some different wraps and things that make it easier for us to securely transport little babes around. So
definitely not what I was thinking.
Yeah,
but,
no.
Let's talk about now the Joe Show a little more. Somebody who has a couple different shows that you mentioned. So let's talk about some of the shows that not only he'll be offering, but the excitement around that too.
Yeah, it's just exciting. Joe does some illusions, magic. He's got puppets. He's also one of those things. Our whole theme is families. He's an entertainer who travels with his family. So you're going to see members of his family in his booth on stage with him. So it's very exciting.
Absolutely. And now we're running a little bit out of time here, but there's also going to be a story time with Heather Clegus as well.
Yeah, she's one of our celebrity people that comes and gets involved, and we're so thankful that she takes time out of her weekend to do that. And yeah, we've got a sponsor that supplied copies of the book. So once Heather's done reading them, all the families that have gathered with us, they get to take a copy home.
Beautiful. We'll have a little bit more coming up from here at the setup of the Family Expo. As you can see, there's lights set up here, and it's going to be a wonderful time. So that'll be going on this weekend. But for now, let's head back in the studio.
All right, thanks very much, Brett. Take a look at some other current temperatures right now. 1 degree right now for us here in Lloydminster, as well as 1 in Maidstone, Provost, and Macklin, 2 out in Vermilion, 3 in Vegreville, 3 in Wainwright, 6 in Edmonton, 5 out in Lac-La-Biche, 2 in Bonnyville, Cold Lake, and Pierceland, 3 out in St. Paul, and 1 also out in Marwayne, 2 also out in Green Lake, Meadow Lake, and St. Walburg, and North Battleford as well, 3 out in Isle of Cross. Take a look at some other areas. 4 out in La Loche right now, 4 also out in Buffalo Narrows, 3 in La Ronge, -3 out in South End, Flin Flon, and Wollaston Lake, -1 in Stony Rapids, and -2 out in Uranium City. Over on the Alberta side, 4 degrees out in Slave Lake and Grand Prairie, 3 degrees in Peace River, 6 out in Fort McMurray and High Level, 4 degrees also out in Fort Chipeway. Heading down south, 1 degree out in Lethbridge right now, 3 also in Medicine Hat, 2 in Calgary, 3 in Banff, and 0 for Coronation. As we take a look at southern Saskatchewan, 0s across the board in Swift Current and Moose Jaw, 2 degrees out in Kindersley, -1 in Estevan, -2 in Regina, and -4 out in Yorkton. As we take a look at our temperatures for tomorrow in the area, 1 degree out in Lloydminster for our daytime high tomorrow, as well as in Marwayne and St. Paul. Bonnyville sitting at 3 degrees, and 4 out in Lac La Biche, Cold Lake, and Pierceland and Meadow Lake, 5 out in Green Lake, 4 for Isle La Crosse, 1 in North Battleford, 3 degrees in Macklin, and 2 out in Maidstone. Over out west, 2 degrees in Vermilion, Wainwright, and Provost. In Vegreville, 1 out in St. Paul, 3 degrees also for Edmonton as well. Now, of course, yesterday I did mention we were possibly going to get some morning flurries, but it was a 43% chance, so it could have happened either way. But of course, I was very wrong on that, as we had a gorgeous weather throughout the day. As we can see on our 7-day forecast, rather, with the snow accumulation map we saw earlier, there is no snow that's coming within our area anytime soon here. Take a look at the next 7 days. -10 to start on Sunday morning, and then getting warm to 2 degrees with a bit of cloud coverage and a bit of sunshine there. Monday morning, it starts off at -4 degrees there, and then gets high to our daytime at 4 degrees with mostly sunny skies and a bit of cloud coverage. -3 on Tuesday morning, and then gets warm to 4 degrees. And then Wednesday, Thursday are the same results at -4 to start off in the morning, with 3 degrees on both days with all sunshine there, and as well as on Tuesday. And then Friday, we see our warmest day of the week at -3 to start off the day though, but then it gets warm to 6 degrees with sunshine and a bit of cloud coverage. We'll have more primetime local news coming up after the break.
And now we're going to go to Brett Holden, who's on location today.
Well, we're back here at the Family Expo as they are getting set up for the weekend, and Pam joins us now, and let's talk about some of the extra activities that you guys have going on. You mentioned a photo booth as well, so let's talk about some of that.
So we have an exhibitor here that's actually doing on-site photography, so whether it's an Easter picture, maybe a family picture, we all get the selfies, but sometimes you want that nice picture, so we got that going on. There's also bounce houses, there's games, we've got our art wall, so it ends up being a community mural. We ask everybody to just put a little bit of something on it, and then it goes. We've got coloring pages for the kids, like I said, glitter tattoos, there's just lots of different things. So
now let's talk about the importance of an event like this for the community.
Well, we really feel that it's important for families to take time to spend together, and all of us are busy, so it's nice to have that set day where you can just come and simply enjoy each other's time. So whether that's singing and dancing and being all goofy at the stage, or whether you're taking some time to sit down and color or to paint with your parent, it's just a really nice thing to do. And there's also lots of different activities and vendors here with them, such as the Armbenders Club. Maybe you and your nephew have never done an activity like that, but might be fun to go hang out and do something different. So we've got lots of those different opportunities for people to discover here at the show.
And we're running a little bit out of time here, but let's talk about some expectations possibly for you and what your favorite part will be for the expo this weekend.
My favorite part is my kids come to work with us and they call the baby races. So that's a really fun part on Sunday for us.
Beautiful. That'll be so fun. Well, as mentioned, the Family Expo will be going on here at the Lloyd Exhibition during the weekend, so come down and enjoy that. There will be so much for you to enjoy, so come and enjoy this weekend. We will have a little bit more coming up from here at the setup for the Family Expo, but for now, let's head back in the studio.
All right, so in honor of St. Patrick's Day coming up on Sunday, we asked, what do you do to celebrate St. Patrick's Day? There's a bit of mixed answers. One woman wrote, I drink a green beer in honor of my dad who was Irish.
Very
That's
cool.
a nice little homage,
yeah.
Another gentleman wrote, try some Guinness this year. I've never had one, but
I'm not a Guinness drinker. I'm not a real beer drinker, so the Guinness stuff, there's no way. That stuff's way too strong. Can't do the taste of it.
I haven't tried it. I have a bunch of friends that do enjoy that one.
Yeah, the stouts.
Some of the other ones are one gentleman's response is celebrate my wife's birthday.
Oh,
so
there
her
you
birthday. I mean, I do have some buddies that are near St. Patrick's Day as well that celebrate it actually this weekend because they know it's on a Sunday and it's not going to favor very well into Monday, though.
Yeah,
that's for
exactly.
Sure.
I find that's the other thing. It just kind of depends on when St. Patrick's Day falls within the week. If it ends up on a weekend, then I feel like more people are willing to celebrate it. But if it ends up on like a Tuesday or whatever, then
it's going to be more so today and tomorrow that people are going to go out and celebrate it.
Exactly.
And then some of the other comments were they're not going to do anything. They're just going to stay home, cuddle with the dogs, hang out with the family.
Relax and enjoy their Sunday. Yeah, exactly. Which isn't a bad thing either. Doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, one thing that we do enjoy here, and of course, we're going to name our pet winner very, very soon. But right now, let's show the 5 that are eligible for today as well, or were included for today's draw. So this is Pippin. To start things off.
Super cute.
Submitted there by Brittany, a beautiful looking horse there. So thank you for that, Brittany. Next, this is Milo. Submitted there by Kaylee. Just loving fall.
Little fall photo shoot.
Yeah, very cute nonetheless. Next, we have Hank.
Aww.
Submitted there by Chanel.
Little present.
Yeah, he's so cute.
The bow on his head, so cute.
This is Murphy, submitted by Cortez.
Murphy's so tiny.
He is. He's
so
just
sweet.
Playing with that Listerine bottle there. And next, and last but not, this is Shady.
Shady.
Submitted there by Amelia.
Look at that sweet face.
I know.
So cute.
We're doing the draw at the end of this hour of primetime local news. So if your pet was shown this week, make sure you stay tuned because you could be the lucky winner of a Lloydminster Pet Pad gift card.
We want to see your pets. Send photos of your pet and their name to our Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram to have them featured on Pet of the Day. Your name will be entered into a weekly draw for a gift certificate from the Pet Pad.
Furniture supplied by Furniture Gallery and Furniture House, downtown Lloydminster.
We have some very, very special guests today. We have 2 puppies joining us from Fur Babies, as well as Lonnie and Taryn. Thank you guys for joining us. We've got a lot of exciting news, but tell me about the puppies here that these guys are up for adoption.
These are a couple puppies that came just from out of Saskatoon, and what are their names again, Taryn?
This is Alana and Lilo. Lilo here wants
Lilo.
And
they are up for adoption. They're just finishing their ISO period now, so yeah, we isolate for 14 days just in case the dogs have anything, diseases. We don't want to share that with the rest of the community.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're just finishing and they're going to an adoption event in Wainwright this weekend.
Okay. Now, tell me about the exciting news that you guys have. You guys have a building.
We have a building now, yes, just in the industrial park. We moved in March 1st. We actually now have 3 isolation units going in there. Prior to that, we only had 1 going. So not this past weekend, the weekend before, we actually took in Mama and her 6 puppies, as well as 13 others. So,
holy smokes.
Yeah.
So what does it mean for you guys to have a building now, though?
It is so exciting. There is so much room in there. We have more volunteers are stepping up, which we really do need volunteers. And the excitement in there and the puppies barking and everything. It's a great place. We just love it.
And you mentioned volunteers. Are you guys still in need of volunteers?
Yes, we do need volunteers for our isolation unit. That's where they go, the volunteers would go in 4 times a day, different volunteers. We go 9, 1, 5, and 9, clean up after the puppies, make sure they're fed, medication if needed, and play with them and get them socialized. And then we're also in need of fosters.
Okay.
So we're still foster based. After they're isolated, they go into foster homes so they can learn all their training and house training and sit and stay and everything else. What we're really in need of right now is fosters that can take the more difficult dogs.
Okay, some special needs maybe, or
yeah, that and maybe a little bit more aggression in them, so we can get that out of them and stuff like that and get them ready for adoption.
Okay, and if what about donations as far as food and that sort of thing? Do you guys need that as well?
Yes, we with that many puppies, we need a lot of puppy food and pee pads and all that kind of stuff. We've had, with our new building, we've had some really good people that have donated. We've had Rona, they donated us some Filing cabinets and Oil Lift and Pro Rod have donated shelving units and computers. We've had End of the Roll donated us some linoleum because they all go on linoleum, so it's easier to clean. Quick Pick with our garbage disposal has helped us out in that way, and Lloyd Lock and Key. Businesses have been amazing. It really helps us out.
So, excuse me, going forward then, Lonnie, what do you see as the biggest need? Like, obviously these animals are still coming in. What is the biggest need for you guys now that you have the building going forward?
I would say our biggest need is donations, because we now are paying rent, which we've never had to pay before. Utilities in there and all that kind of thing. So if there's any businesses that would like to, you know, do a monthly donation, do a one-time donation to help us out with all those extra costs that we're not used to. Our costs have normally just went to vet bills. Right, and our vets are amazing. We've got 3 vets that are on board with us and give us good deals, but we're still looking at like about $10,000 or so a month that we pay on vet bills.
Right, so that's adds up after a while.
Yeah,
too,
exactly.
So. Okay, so if anybody wants to learn about even adopting some of the pets or just wanting to help out, what's the best way to get in touch with you, Lonnie?
Go onto our website.
Okay.
So it's furbabiesforeverhomes.com, and there is foster applications on there, volunteer applications, adoption applications. So you can get one of these sweet little guys. And yeah, we've had some actually really good individual donors as well. It was something I was going to say today, because the donors don't even know I'm saying it yet. Over this last year, we have the 3 isolation units, and we decided we were going to name each unit after one of our donors. So we have Marshall's Place. After a donor, she'll know who she is. We have the Luxor. And now we also have Heavenly Island, we've called it. It was a church from Eiley that actually made a donation to us. So we've named our 3 ISOs after them.
Okay. Well, Lonnie, we thank you so much, and Taryn as well, for joining us today and bringing these sweet little puppies in that hopefully will be adopted to their forever home soon. And we hope you come back and chat with us sometime soon.
Thank you so much for inviting us. Appreciate it. Well, today we are here at the Lloydminster Exhibition Ground, as during the weekend it will be the Family Expo, and we were here for the Family Expo setup. As you can see behind us, everyone is kind of setting up here. There's something for every age and for everybody, as well. As you saw in the last hour, if you just want to relax with your kids, there is a relaxing mom cozy zone as well. So that will be going on this weekend. There are a bunch of shows going on, including the Joe Show that has a bunch of illusionists and a bunch of magic tricks as well, and that is for the whole family. So that'll be going on this weekend. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. That'll do it for me here tonight, and happy St. Patrick's Day. But for now, let's head back into the studio.
All right, thanks very much, Brett. Take a look at your 7-day forecast one last time. 1 degree tomorrow, 2 degrees on Sunday, 4 degrees on Monday and Tuesday, 3 degrees on Wednesday, Thursday, all clear skies, and then 6 degrees on Friday with a bit of cloud coverage and some sunshine there. So it's very, very nice over the next couple of days for sure.
Yeah, nothing but sunshine, warm weather, all in the positives. I'm ready for it. I've been waiting for this for too long.
Yeah, I mean, it's just going to be cold in the morning, but that's about it.
That's okay. Really. Not cold enough that your car's not going to start or you got to scrape the windows, so I'm okay with it.
Exactly. Well, it's that time of the show right now where we're announcing the pet winner, because it's one of our favorite times of the week. And of course, we want to see who's the lucky recipient of the Pet Pad gift card.
Jump roll. Let's see who won. I'm so excited. Gregory.
Yeah, he's very, very cute. Look at that little pose and that tongue. Yeah, it's just so cute. That was submitted there by Riley, so thank you very much, Riley. We'll be in contact with you on Monday. But thank you to everybody who submitted pictures for this week. And if you want a chance to win a Lloydminster Pet Pad gift card, you can submit a photo on our Facebook page. And
we always appreciate it.
Yeah, we always do.
We always gather around the computers when we get submissions and go through them all. They're all so cute.
There's a lot. Like there's like hundreds of you have submitted your pet photos, and we love it.
Yeah, it's awesome. So we look forward to it every time. But
all right. Well, that's going to do it for us this weekend. This week, everybody. Have a great weekend. Have a great
St. Patrick's Day.